Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Hello there, good evening and a warm welcome to the National News broadcast. Bringing you your top stories for tonight, I am Lakshita Singh.
I'm Sharon Masquinius. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
Three deaths reported in Chennai due to Fangle Cyclone, 1,400 in relief camps. Naval and fishing activities in several sea areas still in danger. 4 persons arrested for spreading false information in social media on Mahaviru commemoration. Chicken and eggs without any shortage during the festive season. A consensus on recruiting school development officers and graduates to teaching service. Levy on imported big onions reduced.
Now for those and other stories in detail, starting off with local news. Fangle Cyclone, which was hovering over the southwestern Bay of Bengal, has entered Puducherry beach area in the north of Tamil Nadu in India by now.
Now, according to the Department of Meteorology, the effect on the weather condition of the island due to this system is gradually fading away. The Department of Meteorology informs to refrain from engaging in fisheries and naval activities in the deep and shallow sea waters offshore to Putlam via Trincomalee and Kandy until further notice. There is a possibility of increasing the wind speed of the concerned sea areas up to 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. Accordingly, the sea areas could be rough time and again, the Department of Meteorology further informs. The sky of the northern province will remain cloudy and intermittent rains or thunder showers may also occur. Several rounds of showers is expected in western, Sabaragamuwa, northwestern and north central provinces and Kandy, Nuwara, Galle and Matra districts. According to the engineers, since there has been continuous rain around the catchment areas, Laksapana, New Laksapana, Polpitiya, Canyon, Vimala-Surendra and Upper Kotmale hydroelectricity power stations are functioning to the maximum capacity in producing electricity. The flood condition which affected the Somavatiya historical sacred site is gradually receding by now. The cleaning of the area around the sacred site has begun and devotees are requested to refrain from visiting the sacred site for the purpose of worship since the entrance routes are still inundated. Mahawaya Bridge on the Arlaganvilla B502 road at Manampitiya, which was damaged due to the severe rainy weather condition, has now been reopened for vehicular traffic after renovation. A temporary iron bridge has been constructed in its place at present. The construction work has been completed by last night. This road is considered the shortest route joining North Central and Eastern Province.
Now, at least 3 people were killed and Cyclone Fangle made landfall in India's southern Tamil Nadu and Puducherry coasts on early this morning, packing heavy rains and powerful winds and forcing a brief flight suspension. After landfall, Fangle is forecast to move west-southward, but so far the storm remained stationary for 6 hours near Puducherry. Tamil Nadu's coastal districts bore Fangle's brunt with flooded streets, disrupted travel and the lives lost in state capital Chennai. All 3 fatalities were reported in rain-related incidents across Chennai. The Chennai airport resumed flight operations on Sunday at around 4 a.m. local time after a brief suspension that grounded over 200 flights. Flyers nonetheless complained of delayed and cancelled flights even after the operations resumed. The storm, the second to develop over the Bay of Bengal this season, brought strong winds reaching up to 90 kilometers per hour as it crossed the coastline. Weather authorities warn of continued heavy rainfall through Sunday in Chennai with varying intensity based on cloud cover. The tropical storm also brought Chennai's transport network to a standstill as low-lying areas experienced severe waterlogging. With at least 53 roads submerged and 7 subways closed, the Tamil Nadu government extended payment deadlines for electricity bills in an attempt to provide temporary relief to the affected citizens. 56 centimeters rainfall has taken place from November 30th morning at 8:30 a.m. So that's a huge rainfall. Maybe 1 year full rainfall has come in one spell of 36.
Heavy rainfall and floods have caused damages to cultivations in many areas. The government has taken measures to expeditiously provide compensation for the crops destroyed. More than 9,400 acres of paddy lands have been affected by torrential rainfall in the Vavuniya district. 25,231 hectares of land have come under cultivation in the current season. District Secretary P.A. Sarath Chandra says 2,628 hectares out of these lands were fully destroyed. He also says 19,707 bushels of seed and paddy needs to be given to the farmers to recultivate the affected paddy fields. With the onset of rainfall, prices of many vegetables have gone up. In the Kapatipura Special Economic Centre, the wholesale price of a kilo of beans was recorded as 700 rupees. The wholesale price of a kilo of tomatoes has exceeded 350 rupees. Farmers and traders say the damages caused to crops due to rainfall is the result of higher prices. The spilling over of the Aswad Dumoya, which flows across Borlanda, has paved the way for the destruction of many cultivated lands. Farmers say their beans, carrot, beet, leeks and other vegetable cultivations were severely affected. They further say that even water pumps and water pipes in the cultivated lands were destroyed. Anuradhapura District Parliamentarian of the National People's Power Susantha Kumar Navaratna says provision of relief to farmers whose crops were damaged is already taking place. Parliamentarian and Vice President of the All Ceylon Agrarian Association Susantha Kumar Navaratna says they have basically identified the importance of providing seed paddy to the farmers. The government is exploring how it should intervene in this process. The MP also said funds from the Treasury have already fulfilled 60% of the disbursements in this connection. Parliamentarian Navaratna has requested the farmers to engage in their cultivation activities with great confidence.
The Ministry of Finance, Policy Planning and Economic Development has decided to slash the special commodity levy on imported big onions to 10 rupees, which was at 30 rupees earlier. The decision has been taken considering the rise in prices of big onions due to the prevailing weather condition. A special commodity levy had been imposed recently in order to safeguard the local potato farmer. According to the special commodity levy of a kilo of potatoes has been 60 rupees, while the same for a kilo of big onions was at 30 rupees. This was implemented until the 30th of November. A rise in the prices of potatoes, big onions and other vegetable items have been observed considering the festive season by now with the prevailing weather condition. Accordingly, the government has decided to revise the taxes. This step has been taken as a short-term step to provide justifiable price to consumer and to protect the local farmer.
The All Ceylon Poultry Businessmen's Association says there are adequate quantities of eggs and chicken for the festive season. President of the association, Mathali Jayasekara, says the recent inclement weather condition had created transport problems but expressed confidence that the situation would return to normalcy in the next few days. President of the All Ceylon Poultry Businessmen's Association, Mathali Jayasekara, said that an unexpected rainfall had confronted them with obstructions in the transportation of items such as eggs. As a result, there has been a slight increase in the price of an egg. However, the maximum price increased was restricted between 42 and 45 rupees. He also said that in supermarkets, eggs are being sold at a price somewhat lower than previously. President of the association also said in the regular market, chicken is being sold between the prices of 1,000 rupees and 1,100 rupees. There are markets which sell chicken for 760 rupees. He also said there is no shortage of chicken or eggs during the festive season. The association's president has expressed hope that the remaining problems could be overcome by the next week. He has stressed that there will be no change in the egg prices and added that those who hoard eggs would not be able to sell them at higher prices. He has also requested all traders to engage in selling at reasonable prices.
Now, the Chief Executive Officer of Love's Gas Company, Dr. Niroshan J. Peri, says that domestic gas would be distributed as per requirement. He told the media that sufficient stocks are available at present. Chief Executive Officer of Love's Gas Company, Dr. Niroshan J. Peri, said that there has been no change in the prices of gas in the world market. He pointed out that the main aim of the institution is to provide gas without any shortage to the consumer, and at the moment there is no discussion about fixing the price. He added that steps have been taken to provide Love's gas to the market without any kind of shortage. Bima and the Hambantota terminal is the operation 24/7 in order to meet the rising demand of consumers of this country.
Parliamentarian Chandana Soryarachi says that solutions have been received to many problems pertaining to the recruitment of school development officials and graduates to the teacher service. There are 40,000 vacancies for teachers. The MP says the relevant persons will be recruited to these posts without delay. A discussion relating to the issue was conducted at the Ministry of Education. Recently, the meeting was attended by Deputy Minister Dr. Madhurasena Ratna, Parliamentarian Chandana Soryarachi, as well as representatives of the trade union sector. It has been decided at the discussion to speedily recruit vacancies in the teacher service, subject to the orders of the Supreme Court. A request has been made on this occasion to temporarily suspend assigning school development officials to other government officers until the implementation of the relevant decision. Parliamentarian and Secretary to the Development Officer Services Association Chandana Soryarachi said that according to the reconciliation process initiated by the Supreme Court, the authorities of the Minister of Education have been empowered to engage in the recruitment program. The relevant constitutional power is to be based upon the recommendations of the Public Services Commission. All measures must be subject to the Charter of the Teacher Service. It has also been reported that the relevant recommendations have been directed to the Cabinet of Ministers to conduct the competitive examinations and to extend the maximum age limit for applying to such examinations to 45 years.
Health and Mass Media Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayasthisa observes that Sri Lanka is the country in Asia where the spread of AIDS is at a minimum level. The minister made this observation participating on the occasion of the World's AIDS Prevention Day. The function was held under the auspices of Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya at Golfes Green in Colombo. The theme of this year was to safeguard rights and stop AIDS. The Prime Minister said that prevention of communicative diseases and sexually transmitted diseases cannot be done by suppressing human rights. She added that this has been accepted locally and globally. The safeguarding of human rights of unaffected persons has become a part of a prevention of this phenomenon, which has to be strengthened. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayasthisa observed that Sri Lanka is a country in the Asian region where the spread of AIDS has been maintained at a minimum. A rise has been reported in the number of patients during 2023, but the country, along with the Ministry of the Government and the mechanism, has the ability to face this situation. He concluded by pointing out that the identification of patients on the one hand and treatment and prevention of the disease on the other has to be addressed at the same time, and the time has arrived for it. Now, a march was held in order to bring about awareness on AIDS after the ceremony. The march was up to the Office of the National Sexually Transmitted Diseases and AIDS Prevention from Golfes Green via Kollupitia. A large gathering, including doctors, officials of health sector, police and members of the tri-forces, participated in the march.
The Laggala police station says 11 suspects connected to the 70 million rupee robbery in the Laggala area have been arrested. It also says that the stolen money and the properties have also been recovered. Officer in charge of the Laggala police station says a so-called Thero was the mastermind behind the robbery. Investigations are underway to arrest another suspect. The suspects are already arrested are residents of Mavathagama, Polpitigama, Damulla, Kurunagala, Vilgamu and Peruwala. The looted items of gems, gold and cash found in their possession have been recovered. 2 gemstones sold at a price of 7.8 million rupees have also been taken into police custody. The police also apprehended a van used by the thieves. The suspects are scheduled to be produced before the Naula Magistrates Court.
4 persons who were alleged to have disseminated false information regarding the Mahaviru commemoration ceremonies in the north via social media have been arrested. They have been taken into custody by the Criminal Investigation Department based upon an investigation conducted according to a complaint submitted by the Director of the Government Information. Now, the police media spokesman, DIG Attorney at Law Nihal Thalduwa, has made these remarks at a media briefing today. Director of the Government Information, Police Media Spokesman and DIG Attorney at Law Nihal Thalduwa said that in the past few days, social media has published photographs and video scenes pertaining to the Mahaviru commemoration conducted in the north and east. He added that based upon this information, Director General of the Government Information has lodged complaints to the Criminal Investigation Department and especially to the Inspector General of Police. He added that social media carried stories of events which actually had not taken place. This has prompted the CID to conduct investigations. According to the Police Media media spokesman, subsequent investigations have revealed that these persons in previous occasions as well had obtained certain photos and video scenes. They had directed these to the social media to portray the fact that these were the pictures taken from the recent Mahaviru commemoration. One of the suspects was apprehended in Maradana. He was a 45-year-old person. Similarly, another 28-year-old suspect was arrested in Badigama. In addition, another 35-year-old suspect was arrested in Inuil this morning. A further 50-year-old suspect was apprehended in Burlesgamu as well.
Amari Colombo, a hotel of the Amari hotel chain, was ceremonially opened in Colombo yesterday. Amari Colombo hotel chain is the first international 5-star hotel in Colombo owned by a single entrepreneur. The hotel is owned by W. Winil, the owner of Winil Gems. The opening ceremony was attended by Minister Vijitha Herath, leader of the opposition Sajith Premadasa and former President Ranil Wickremesinghe, along with other invitees. Minister Vijitha Herath said that the tourist industry is a reflection of the history, culture and the natural beauty of this country. He added that raising the status of our country in the tourist industry has become extremely important. He pointed out that the hotel opened today would help in to join hands of Sri Lanka with the world economy in this regard. He also said that the hotel will also help the country to come out of the present economic crisis. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa said that the triple misfortunes in the form of Easter Sunday attacks, COVID-19 and the bankruptcy of the country has directed the human resource and brain drain towards foreign destinations. He pointed out that brain drain has to be minimized at least temporarily and steps have to be taken in order to maintain the skills, talents and the human resources of this country accordingly. Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that Winil has been able to find a gem which he cannot find from Ratnapura. He added that there is a gem in Colombo.
Now in other news, musician Kalabhushan Dr. Lionel Gunathilaka passed away last night at the age of 91. Musician Kalabhushan Dr. Lionel Gunathilaka was a versatile musician who contributed immensely to the progress in the areas of local theatre, art and drama music. He was active for 40 years as an external lecturer with the Tower Hall Foundation for upliftment of local art. Lionel Gunathilaka handed over a number of books along with a compilation named Katha Pettiye Gi to the future generation. Born on the 6th of January 1993, born on the 6th of January 1933, he had his education at Anand Shastralaya in Kotte. His remains lie at his residence at Embuldeniya Junction. The final rites will be performed at 5 p.m. tomorrow at the General Cemetery, Udamulla. He received appreciation for the program named Ape Kale Nurti, the Master of Alakamandawa, telecast by the National Television. A retelecast of the same program has been scheduled from 10:15 p.m. on Tuesday on the National Television.
The blacksmith or the ironsmith industry is a profession which is currently going out of the grip of the younger generation. We bring you this story of a young entrepreneur from the Hinguraguda area who is attempting to rescue this industry even under the existing strenuous circumstances. 37-year-old Indika Susanta Basnayaka is a person who was engaged in military police service for a period of 12 years. Though he was not a blacksmith industrialist by tradition, by now he has been able to build a successful enterprise. Today he is the creator of many novel ironsmith products. All his manufacturing items are being sold in the market today, even under tremendous economic obstacles. Yet, Indika has been successful in providing employment opportunities to many persons through his industry. He also points out that it would be a tremendous boost for him to further develop the industry if the relevant groups extend him support to do so.
Here's more local news in brief. Officials of the Gampa District Office of Consumer Affairs Authority were able to conduct raids of stores where stocks of goods having expiry dates along with items unfit for consumption. It has been revealed that they were planning to release those goods to the market during the festive season. Raids and investigations are continuing. The authority requests the public to provide information concerning such goods to hotline 1977. Several groups connected with various crimes in Kalutara and surrounding areas have been taken into custody along with some sharp weapons. The raid has been conducted jointly by the Kalutara Police and the Special Task Force. The Criminal Investigation Unit of the Mount Lavinia was able to uncover a Land Rover Jeep which has been assembled illegally according to the intelligence information received by them. The Jeep has been handed over to the Kesbawa Police for further investigations. The residents of the village of Randiyagama of Vennapur have been severely affected due to the non-receding of rainwater for a period of nearly 3 months. According to our correspondent, around 60 families are living in this village where rainwater has been stagnant at a height of about 5 feet. The correspondent further said that a large number of residents of the village are leaving since the water level has not been receding. That's a look at local news. Stay with us. Foreign news is coming up next.
And in foreign news, the charity World Central Kitchen has said it is pausing its operations in Gaza after a vehicle carrying its staff members was hit by an Israeli airstrike.
The Israel Defense Forces said the target of the strike had taken part in the 7th of October attacks on Israel and was currently employed by the WCK. WCK said it's heartbroken to share that a vehicle carrying staff had been hit and it was seeking more details, though it added it had no knowledge that anyone in the car had ties to the 7th October attacks. Palestinian state-run news agency Wafa reported that 5 people were killed in the strike in Khan Yunis, southern Gaza yesterday, with 3 of them WCK employees. They included the director of WCK's kitchen in Gaza. The agency added. Separately, British aid agency Save Children said one of its staff members were also killed on Saturday afternoon in Khan Yunis. Ahmad Faisal Islam Al-Qaidi, a 39-year-old, had been returning home to his wife and 3-year-old daughter from a mosque when he was killed. The charity added it was unclear whether he was killed in the same strike as the WCK employees. Save Children say that there were 2 strikes in Khan Yunis on Saturday, but the BBC has not been able to verify this.
And in sports news, the Sri Lanka under-19 cricket team has been successful in recording its 2nd consecutive victory in the under-19 Asia Cup cricket tournament by beating the Afghanistan team by 131 runs. The match was conducted in Sharjah. The Sri Lanka under-19 team batting first has scored 243 runs for the loss of 7 wickets within the allotted 50 overs. Openers Pulindu Perera and Shahjuhan Shanmuganathan have elevated the Sri Lanka scoreboard to a commendable level through their excellent batting display. Pulindu Perera scored 53 runs and Shahjuhan Shanmuganathan played a master inning until the last over of the innings, recording a century. He has recorded a gallant 102 runs. A.M. Ghaznafar has captured 3 wickets for the Afghan team. The Afghanistan team was dismissed for 112 runs in 28 overs and 2 deliveries. The highest scorer was Nasifullah Amiri, who scored 33 runs. Hamza Khan was out for 32. The best bowler of the Sri Lankan side was Praveen Manisha, who took 3 wickets for 16 runs. The other notable performers were Vihas Theumika, Viran Chamudita and Newton Ranjit Kumar, who captured 2 wickets each. Sri Lanka team's next match in the series will be against the Bangladesh team, scheduled to be conducted on the 3rd of this month.
Ranjit Kumar කඩලු දෙක බැගින් විදහෙළුවා. තරඟාවලිය යටතේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සහභාගී
Now, Rainfall Rajasinghe Central College won the Under-19 All-Island School Volleyball Championship. The Girls' Championship has been won by Hungama Vijayaba National School. The final matches of the tournament were held by Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium. Hungama Vijayaba National School qualified for the finals of the Under-19 girls match, whereas Rainfall Rajasinghe Central College was qualified in the finals in the boys category. Hungama Vijayaba National School was able to register victory as 3-0. The final score was 25-13, 25-11, 25-7. Rainfall Rajasinghe Central College and Pannala National School qualified for the Under-19 boys final match, where Rajasinghe Central College was able to win the match 3-1. They won the first round for 25-16, and in the second round, Pannala National School won by a margin of 25-21. Later, Pannala National School recorded victory in the second round of 25-20. Pannala Rainfall Rajasinghe players were able to seal a victory in the third and fourth rounds as 25-20 and 25-23. The best player of the final match was Hiruni Prabodha of Vijayaba National School, Hungama, which won the championship. The best boys player has been Thisara Dilshan of Pannala National School. Iduranga Ratnayaka of Rainfall Rajasinghe Central College won the award for the best volleyball player of the year.
And with that, we wrap up tonight's news bulletin. Do join us tomorrow for more of the very latest. Until then, good night.